Most of us go through life with a very simple assumption. I am here and the world is out there. I am an individual separate organism thrown into a universe with rocks and dirt and gas and animals and other people. But what if that is the biggest illusion that there ever was? What if you and the earth are not separate from each other, but one continuous living organism? We tend to imagine ourselves as isolated beings inside bags of skin, a brain piloting a body inside a world that is fundamentally other. But Alan Watts reminds us that this is just a trick of language. He said in the book On the Taboo Against Knowing Who You Are that the whole is a pattern, a complex wiggliness, which has no separate parts. Parts are a fiction of language, a way of chopping up the world into bits. So when we slice up reality using words, tree, person, river, we tend to forget that the boundaries that we draw are just concepts. Where does you end and the earth begin? Is it at your skin? Your lungs contain the breath of the trees. Your bones contain the calcium of ancient oceans. And the electrical charge within your cells were originally inside a star. You are the earth in the shape of a person. Alan Watts also said, the organism, including its behaviour, is a process which is to be understood only in relation to the larger and longer process of its environment. Meaning a fish and water are one fact, flame and oxygen are one fact, and you and the earth are one fact. A scientist cannot describe a single organism without describing its environment. That's because what we call organism and environment are actually two inseparable parts of one single process. Remove the forest and breath disappears. Remove bacteria and digestion collapses. Remove the sun and life is no more. Life isn't something that is happening on Earth. Life is something that Earth is doing. Douglas Harding pointed out that we often see the Earth as a life-infested rock. But Alan Watts said this was absurd, saying it's like viewing our bodies as cell-infested skeletons. He said, surely all forms of human life, including man, must be understood as symptoms of the Earth, the solar system, and the galaxy, in which case we cannot escape the conclusion that the galaxy is intelligent. This idea comes to life in James Lovelock's Gaia hypothesis. He says that the Earth is a self-maintaining, self-regulating system, a single organism. The atmosphere, oceans, forests, climate cycles, all behave like organs of a vast body, adjusting to maintain balance. Trees breathe in carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen. Clouds reflect the sunlight to cool the planet. Volcanoes distribute minerals that feed life. Gaia is Earth as a body, and humanity is one of its ways of seeing itself. The unity of life is written into nature's patterns. Look at a tree, roots spreading below, branches above, almost identical. Turn it upside down, it looks like lungs. Cut open a bronchial branch, it looks like a river delta. Nature repeats the same geometry everywhere. Spirals in galaxies, hurricanes and shells. Fractals in coastlines, broccoli and synapses. The universe speaks one language, pattern, and you are fluent in it because you are it. Your neurons fire like lightning storms. Your blood flows like rivers. Your breath rises and falls like waves. When you observe nature deeply, you aren't looking at something alien, you are looking in a mirror. We normally split spirituality into two camps. You have the atheistic, cosmic view that says that matter is all there is, and we are all just biological accidents. Then you have the religious, theistic view, which says that God is somewhere else, above or beyond. But there is a third view, an ancient view, that says that God is the life of everything. In the Bible, Paul writes, God is over all and through all and in all. So doesn't that mean that God is the animating presence in all of us and in every tree root and in every gust of wind? There's also a very interesting line in the Gospel of Thomas, one of the texts that was removed from the biblical canon, but says, "Lift the stone and you will find me there. Split a piece of wood and I am there." The divine is not elsewhere, the divine is what is happening. And the Upanishads says the same thing. He who sees all beings in the self and the self in all beings never hides in fear. In other words, when you look at the world around you, what you're seeing is God in drag. The Tao Te Ching gives a poetic mirror to this as well. It says, "The great Tao flows everywhere. All things are born from it, and yet it does not create. It nourishes all things, yet claims no credit." So Taoism doesn't name a deity, but it's still pointing to the same reality. It's pointing at the hidden current, the source of everything that expresses itself in mountains and rivers and streams and insects and in you. And when you see the unity between you and the earth, you are seeing what the mystics called God, the one appearing as the many. Aldous Huxley said, "There is a way to reality in and through the soul, and there is a way to reality in and through the world. The third and best and hardest way is that which leads to the divine ground simultaneously in the perceiver and in that which is perceived." Mystics discovered long ago what science is only just now beginning to articulate. You find the truth by looking inward. You also find the truth by looking outward, because they are two sides of the same coin. Meditation reveals your essential nature, and nature reveals that your essential nature is everything. We talk about humans observing the earth, but what if what's actually happening is the earth observing itself through human eyes? Just as a flower is the way for a plant to reproduce, a human mind is a way for the earth to know itself. Your thoughts are clouds, your senses are roots, your awareness is sunlight. When you walk in a forest, you are nature meeting itself. Once you feel this, really feel it, then loneliness dissolves. Because what could be more intimate than knowing you are made of stars? You are breathed by trees. You are carried by soil, by oceans, by gravity. You are not here on Earth, you are here as Earth. A temporary expression, a wave rising from the ocean and then returning home. A huge thank you to Kinson Vanscotter, the channel's first ever member. If you also want to become a member, click the join button. Or if you just want to learn more about the connection between our human consciousness and the world around us, then check out this video which explores the theory of biocentrism.